We are on. We are on. Hello, 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 and welcome to Live with NAZ, quarantining in Corona. Let's see, who do we have? Lonnie, of course. Welcome back. We missed you yesterday early on. Jay Stilton, Jeff, Jeff and Eman, Michael Anthony, Keto. Audio off. Alrighty, alrighty. Keto, thank you for joining. Amy, how are you? How are you, Amy? You were very funny yesterday. Everybody, how are you? Welcome back. Good to see you. Rhonda, how are you? Welcome back. Jay Stilson and Michael and everybody, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to have fun for an hour of laughter and encouragement and prayer. And I prayed for you guys yesterday and today. And today I was just walking, me and Maha, just around the block for a couple miles, and one guy said, "Hey, I love watching Brian. If you're here or you're still walking, thank you for being one of our members." All right, let's see. Let's see, what do we have? Amy, okay, from Highland, of course. Michael Ramirez, thank you for joining us. Lonnie, we miss you, man. Jonathan, how are you? We're gonna read your testimony today, so thank you. Amy had a bad headache, but drinking more water. Okay, we're praying for you. Barbara Olienek. If that's your first time, Barbara, let us know what city and state where you at, and what do you do for work. We can share it with others. And Matthew, thank you for joining us from Wisconsin. And let's see. You know what? This has bothered me. I've been calling, like, a lot of businesses right now. If you try to call them or anything, they always had, "We would like to extend our heartfelt sympathy to all who have been affected by the outbreak of COVID-19. The health and well-being of our customers and our employees, our highest employee," blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right. "At this time, we're experiencing longer than usual hold times at our contact centers while we assist other customers." Why is everybody busier when nobody's doing anything? People are home. A lot of people are home. And it's like, "We are busy. We apologize for any delay you may experience. We encourage you to go online and don't bother us." I think that's what they want to say. They're like, "Oh, you start reading," they go, "Oh, this is the president of these big airlines. Because of the COVID-19, we sympathize with you, so..." Okay, what are you going to do for us? Nothing. Just don't call us. Go online. Don't bother us, because we're not paying our employees, so they're staying home. Okay, I don't want to start on a negative thing, but I love it. Karen Carey, thank you for joining us. Becky Bakersfield, how are you? How are you? Greetings for Art and Beth. Thank you. Okay, yesterday I asked you the question, and you guys were very funny. I said, "What is the worst name for a restaurant?" The worst name for a restaurant. Here's what you guys came up with. And, okay, you came up with a blank screen. That's what you came up with. I came up with a blank. Okay, here we go. Let's start. I'm going to go do them all. Farmer COVID, the greasy spoon, leftovers are us, pigs are us, the salmonella factory, viruses are us, IHOP, okay, enough said, the drunken rat, something wrong, something wrong restaurant, soon fat or so fat, the quarantine table, you stab it we cook it restaurant, the rat catcher, flatten your curve, acid reflex, that's a good name for a restaurant, Wuhan Chinese buffet, I ate there once, roadkill cafe, stale saucers, cockroach restaurant, secondhand stew, frying Nemo, the masked food eatery, buffalo bat wings, what's in it, rats and ratatouille galore, the microwave warmer, Mike's donut and oil change, and eat at your own risk. This is the funny stuff you guys came up with, and that was very funny. And let's see, I found Shonda Pierce on Facebook. Yes, she was on my show last Tuesday for my podcast. Teresa, how are you? And Jonathan, good. Okay, well, you know what? I know some of you are singles, and I was just thinking, for singles, you don't need Match.com or Tinder or all these, eHarmony. What you need is Yelp for singles. You put your picture, and everybody who's been out with you on a date or dated you for a while, they can comment on it. They can give you the reviews. And so you read about that person that you're interested in. You start reading about him and you go, okay, now I know he's cheap or she's this and who's. I think it's a good idea. Yelp for singles. Let people, So when you go on a date, you better be nice and spend some money, because it's going to be on Yelp if you don't. Or if you do. That's right. Here's something that bothers me ever since I came to the United States, which is, well, I have to start with this. When I grew up, I was born in Israel. I grew up in Kuwait. There was no thing as standing in line. There was no such thing as people standing in line. Like when we were in school and at lunchtime, they had the cantina, and you go get your food or drinks or soda, and you have to go, you gotta push. Whoever has the strongest shoulder will get an order. And the guy behind the counter, it's not like he's like, oh, everybody get in line. No, he'll just take whoever is talking to him, or, So there's always fights. People are not mad at each other. They just push one another to get to the cantina. And when we had the cantinas back in Kuwait, when I went to old boy private school, man, prom was horrible. And we can order like Canada Dry or Pepsi. You can't have Coca-Cola, because they said Coca-Cola was supporting Israel, so you can't have any products that support Israel. But Pepsi was supporting Israel. But it is funny how some products, like Ford, I've never seen a Ford car till I went to England, to Scotland, and London. I haven't seen a Ford. And the Fords over there in Europe are different than the Fords we see in the US. So yeah, Ford was not. Chevy was there, Pontiac, everything, Cadillac, but no Chevys, no Fords. It's funny. But anyway, so when I came to this country, the best thing I learned is to stand in line and wait for your turn. Why? Because people respect one another. Everyone has the same rights, and you respect that. So now my question to you, what do you say to someone that cuts in line in front of you at Starbucks or at any restaurant or anywhere and still be kind? What do you say to someone that cuts in line in front of you and still be nice or Christian? Okay. This is what I wrote, and I want to hear yours. I love the way you strive. You must really be in a hurry more than all of us in this line that starts all the way back there. I think that's polite, right, John? You didn't hear me. The line? Yeah. So, what do you guys? Amy Harris, thanks for joining us. Hey, Brent, how are you? All right. Let me know, what would you say to someone who cuts in line in front of you? What do you say? And be nice. If you can't be nice, be funny. Okay, the line starts behind me. Okay, Ford, fix or repair daily. That's right. The line starts back there. Okay, you can be funny about it. You don't have to be nice. I just said nice just to be. Excuse me. The line starts there. Okay, get behind me, Satan. Good one, Brent. Excuse me. Okay, the line starts there. Don't I know you? Okay. Chris Rossetti, thanks for joining us. The question is, what do you tell someone who cuts in line in front of you? Okay. And then someone turned off the... Okay. Bigfoot, the food, that fight happened at school. Okay. John, this... No. You just joined. Okay. I'm still in the Yelp background. Okay, here we go. What do you tell the person? Okay, let's see. Amen. There's a line. Okay. What? Did you know there is a line here? Okay, go ahead. Make my day. Cough without a mask. Good one. Abner Penido. Thank you for joining us, Abner. Let us know what city and state you're at and what do you do for work, so maybe we can help your business or use your business or work. How about a knuckle sandwich? Okay. All right. I was in line first, dude. Why am I still under the Yelp? background. You did. I know.
Change it to what though?
To a line. People online. You don't have one? That's fine. Don't say anything. Just hit them with their shopping cart. I get so close to them, they get so uncomfortable, they move. Or you ask them, hey, why did you pick me? Do I look that insecure and that weak? Brad, roll. Thank you for joining us, Brad. This is good. Lonnie, my dad had us eat pig's knuckles once. I had pickled pig feet once. It comes in a jar, and you can buy it in this international food aisle. Kevin Henshaw, thank you, Kevin, for joining. Get back there before the spirit of slab comes upon me. Okay. Okay. You know, I used to say Americans are so. Show me a new mask photo. Show my new mask photo. I don't have it. Okay. Oh, you had a new mask. That's right. I thought that was funny, but I didn't. Okay. I didn't give it to John. We'll show it tomorrow for Amy. Tell them that's the very spot where Jimmy Hoffa was lost. Hi, my name is Becky, and I've been waiting for 30 minutes here. That's funny. Okay. In my head, they must need their coffee more than me. Wow. Yeah. I'm sure you need the coffee more than me because obviously you couldn't be. Let's, let's see. Okay. Let me read you some fun facts while you're at it. Here's a fun fact while you're waiting to come up with. What do you say to someone who's in line, that cuts in line in front of you? I call coffee liquid Holy Spirit, so they need their coffee. Okay. Okay, did you guys know there's an American town with a population of 1? It's called Monowi, Nebraska. The only town in the U.S. with an official population of 1 person. Yes, she owes taxes to herself because she's gonna get them back. She's in her 80s and she's employed as the village's mayor, librarian, and bartender. True story. This is true fact. So, all right, let's see. What do we got here? Oh, thank you. Are you okay? Let's see. What are you tap them on the shoulder and say, "Don't worry, don't worry. The doctor says I'm no longer contagious." Oh, thank you. Are you paying for my order that I'm about to place? Okay. And no toilet paper in the stores again. Oh, Bobby Miller. And Diane Parker, myself from Vegas or Nevada, from Henderson. Thank you for joining us. I know you were volunteering at the hospital. I hope you're safe. We're praying for you, Diane. Okay. So the question, let me throw another question at you, people. And I hope, let's see. I want to get the funny from you guys. What is the dumbest thing you've ever did growing up? That came from Lonnie. What's the dumbest thing you've ever done growing up? Okay, one of the dumbest thing I did is I had a bid to drink a whole entire bottle of Tabasco for $5 bid when I was in college. And in the last bite, I just took the bottle off and 1 drop went in my eye. And I had to stick my head in the sink with water for about 30 minutes just to take the pain away. That was stupid, but hey, I'm sure there's dumb stuff some of us done. Let me hear it. Oh, warm day. It's 90 degrees. I think the virus went back to China because that's how hot it is today. Oh, you guys want to do how hot was it today? We'll do that next if you want. Joe Sage, thank you for joining. Alrighty, guys. In 1 minute, we're going to sanitize. Okay, no need to cut in line. They have enough communion to go around. Okay. Let's see. So, what is the dumbest thing you've ever done? I want to hear about it. Having children. John? No, that was smart. What?
And the stream
And the stream ends because John cuts us off. I have to be nice to him because he's the one running the whole thing. Call before you go. Okay. Go to Giant Dollar, Ontario, Corona, or West Covina. They have toilet paper. I ate a full bowl of honey once. I realized it was too much at once. Oh, how sweet. You know, honey can last for 3,000 years. They found honey in the pyramids, and it was edible. So honey can last forever. I was 16 when my first son was born. Oh, Brent. Wow. Well, that's good. So he's close to you. Bobby, when I was in high school, I tried to jump my bike off a loading dock. Didn't land right. Ouch. My first marriage, Joe says, come on, Deacon Joe. My first marriage. Did I say growing up? Joe, growing up. Okay, I ate my grandmother's X-Lax when I was a little girl. I thought it was chocolate candy in her medicine cabinet. Good job. Good job, baby. Let's see. That's funny. What is the dumbest thing you've ever done growing up? I've done a lot of stuff. I've done a lot. I learned everything in life by practice, trial and error, and there was a lot of error. John, what's the dumbest thing you've done when you were younger that you can share with me?
I don't know. Sitting behind you in a water slide.
Oh, sitting behind me in a water slide. We talked about that yesterday when we landed. Let's see, Teresa, what is it? Oh, it was fun in a pyramid would be called Mummy Honey. Okay. Let's see. I put a grapefruit on a steering wheel. Okay. Let's see. I had ghost pepper hot sauce with my brother on a dare. My ears and my eyes burned. Yes, I did the Tabasco. I think yours was hotter. Beth, I was fun. Okay, let's see. I chewed on a glass Coke bottle in my sleep. I didn't get cut, but my parents showed me the bottle. I remember chewing on something gritty. They were afraid to wake me. Apparently, it's more dangerous to wake someone up in their sleep. I ate a giant spoon of what I thought was vanilla ice cream. It was butter. Ouch. Played dodgeball with apples. Okay, mine was just above Brent's. Lonnie, let's see. Where is Lonnie? Lonnie, Brent. Okay. Where is it? Let's see. Lonnie, what is Lonnie? I saw Lonnie's. Okay, why am I? Oh, Lonnie Billy. Where is it? I'm gonna read Lonnie's. Can you, Lonnie? Can you copy it and put it back? Just let me read. I would love to read it. You guys, when I used to go to prisons and with Chuck Colson Ministries, and they used to put us in rooms, double rooms. So one of the times, the guy that was sharing my room with me, one of this a group of 4 quartet called Freedom, great guys, wonderful people, and what they did, one of them, he used to eat at night. I kid you not, I can't make this up. He would have a spaghetti dish. He'll make a spaghetti and put it in a bowl and will put it next to his nightstand. I kid you not. In the middle of the night, the guy is snoring and sleeping, and his hand will grab spaghetti and he would eat it. And I watched him for like half an hour. And I'm looking, the guy would not choke, and he's like laying flat sleeping, and he's eating. And so anyway, when we used to do prisons, the guys, I used to do a bit where I take a bandana, like those Arafat's bandana, I would scare, and I would juggle grenades. That was back then. You could do that. I was juggling grenades and wearing a bandana. Well, one night, this Freedom guys, they hid my bandana. So I was on stage, and when it came the part to do the bandana, I looked behind me, I was hiding. And when I finished, I was like, man, what happened? And they're laughing. Like, oh, we hit it. You hit it. You know what I did to them? Back then, you could do that. I found their airline and their flights, and I called and I put each one of them in a middle seat. I acted like I'm their manager and they're a famous band, and they only sit in middle seats. and all the way of their trip from Texas to Ohio. They were in middle seats. Hey, they still don't know what happened. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Let's see. I want to see Lonnie's. Lydia Murphy, thank you for joining us. Let's see. Jonathan Oh, we have to sanitize. Sanitize, people. Every 15 minutes, we sanitize and we share. Click and share. Click and share and sanitize. If you have sanitizer left, I still have quarter bottle left. Okay, let's see. At 16, riding on a hood of a car. Okay, I got, Teresa, I got a list of dumb things to the point I was gonna dye my hair black to escape the dumb blonde stigma. Okay. Throw a D-cell battery in a campfire. Ouch. Okay, let's see. Amy, I climbed on a push lawnmower and broke my arm when I was 10 years old. I thought it was a toy. Okay, ran from my mom. She later caught me, then I blacked out. Okay, let's see. I want to see what else. What's the dumbest thing you've done when you were as a child? Okay. Okay. Lonnie, sanitize. Okay. Beth, if it was a fake spaghetti, it's called an imposter. Okay. When my brother and I were younger, I held a dart board while he threw darts at me. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. But that's tough. You know, we did. One time, I think I broke my brother's tooth. We were playing soccer at home in our house in Kuwait. Me and my brother broke. Linda, thank you for joining us. My mom tried to hit me with a broom, but broke the light bulb. Okay, let's see. It is okay. There's some good ones here. Let's see. Lori Herman, I thought I was Wonder Woman, climbed to the top of a 10-foot ladder and jumped off. Broke my foot on out. Okay, threw lemons at cars on the freeway. Okay. Let's see what we got. You guys are funny. This is funny. And we live to talk about it and tell about it. That's awesome. Okay. I think, let's see. Do you still have dumbest thing you've done when you were little? Hey. Okay, here's a question for you. What would you go... okay, I want to do something funny. Okay, what would be the worst name for a used car dealership? What would be the worst name for a used car dealership? Let's see. Thank you, Jonathan, for sharing. If you guys want to share this, that would be great. We appreciate it. Some people are joining us new and they love it. They're liking it, so that's good to let them know. What would be the worst name for a used car dealership? Do you have a car dealership background? Remember we had one. We had a dealership.
Yeah, on the last computer.
How come Maha's not joining us today? Jimmy Ghusson. Oh, guys. Jimmy Ghusson is a very, very funny comedian. And he is wonderful. He's originally Lebanese. Very funny and clean. And if you want to check him out and find out when... Nobody's performing right now, but, you know, he's a very funny guy. Wonderful, nice, kind man. Jimmy, thank you for joining us. Jimmy, this show's about... We do an hour every day at 8:30 p.m., and the goal is not me being funny, you guys being funny. So you guys come up with funny stuff. So the question right now is, what would be the worst name for a used car dealership? And let's see. Here they come. Okay. Clunkers Inc. Let's see. Okay. I weighted up a napkin and threw it at my brother, and it landed in his mouth. Okay. That's what... We had another question, which is, what's the worst thing... Yeah, you know... What's the dumbest thing you've done growing up? But here, what's the worst name for used car? Clunkers Inc. Fix or repair daily Ford dealership. Okay. Broken down used cars are us. Ford. Covidac. As opposed to Cadillac. Okay. Yeah. All right. Lemons car dealers. Okay. Chris. Bill's broken down bargains. Broken down bargains. We're not lemons. Okay. What would be the worst name for a car dealership? Let's see. I remember what was my first car? My first car was an old truck, old Chevy truck in Ohio. That was mine. Fiat Flat Tire Inc. Okay. Lemonade. Dents Are Us. Okay. Bad Luck Motors. Good job, Jonathan. Caddyshack. Okay, Lonnie. That's funny. Okay. What? You know, it's funny. Remember when they used in the old days where it was not, it was politically okay, correct, okay. Grand Theft Auto. Good job, Nancy. I think your son keeps playing that game too. Gas guzzlers. Remember the old days when they used to have cars and they always have like a model in a bikini like standing in front of the car just to make you buy the car? You know what? You want me to buy a car? Put my mechanic in Speedo and say you'll never have to see me again if you buy this car. I'll buy that car. Okay, what's the worst name for a used car dealership? Refresh car. They smell almost new. Lend me a fender. That's funny. Okay, junk cars here. How about unreliable autos? Hey John, what do you think? What is a bad name for a used car dealership?
A used car dealership?
Yeah. Stop and go. Good one then. Junk cars here. Okay. That's funny. Come on, guys. If you're new, join us. Give us, what's the worst name for a car dealership?
Best Buy. Just kidding.
Of course. Junkers and clunkers. Tujoka. Bumper to go. Okay, let's see. Use not abused auto. Used not abused auto. Repo ranch. Crash for cash. Good job. See, you guys are good. You just boom. You get on a roll and that's it. Okay, we can keep going with that. Oh, by the way, guys, on May 13th, I'm gonna be in Texas at what do you call it? Johnny Johnny Lamb, friend on Daystar, and there's a good show, and they're gonna interview me for about 30 minutes. And you know what? I looked at the show, and Ravi Zacharias was on the last couple episodes, and my friend Nick Vujicic, the guy with what do you call it? Why without limbs? He's amazing. Anyway, so it is a good show. If they had Ravi Zacharias, so I'm going to be on it on May 13th. And Zach Alva, thank you for joining us. Brent Audrey, barely runs. Okay, Brent, we sell bumper cars here. Cash only, no return dealership. Okay, the question is, what is the worst name for a used car dealership? Let's see. Okay. All right. Cash only, no return. Okay. Here's the next question. Let's see. Duct tape repairing. Totaled and towed. Okay. All right. Accidents are us. Good job. What would be... Okay, here's another one. John, let's see. What would be the worst name for a church? Worst name for a church. Maybe stolen. Under the sea dealership. Okay, still running autos. Okay, good job, Joe. Okay, that's funny. Okay, what would be the worst name for a church? What do you think? Okay, almost heaven. No title, used cars. That's still okay. What would be the worst name for a church? You're not welcomed. Men only church. The okay, let's see. Judas. The hellfire. Okay. The bankrupt Church of Christ. I made that up. Still above ground church. Okay, good. God who? Good job, Joe. Deacon Joe, that's good. That's good. Blood of the Lamb Church. Okay. Close to the sea. Close the sea. Okay. Give $100 church. Okay. Minimum tithing assembly. First Church of the Lazy Day Saints. Okay. What's the worst name for a church? Come on. Let's. Saint Judas. Is that good? Saint Judas. Okay. Episcopal Outhouse. Good job, Lonnie. Okay. Pocket picker. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
Last Lutheran.
What?
Last Lutheran.
The last Lutheran?
Like first Lutheran church.
Oh, last Lutheran, sir.
Baptist.
The last Baptist church.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Okay, Episcopal Outhouse. That's funny. That's funny. Sanitize. Sanitize, everybody. Thank you. All right. Teresa and Lonnie, remind me. We got to sanitize every 15 minutes. They did?
Yeah.
You got to sanitize every 15 minutes. That's right. Thank you, Teresa. Micah Ramirez, get in front of me, Satan. Get behind me. Get in front of me, Satan. That's good. That's good one. Good one. Brent, Lake of Fire. Michael, that was funny. Corey, thank you for joining us. Come on, guys. The question is, what is the worst name for a church you can come up with? What would okay. Worst name for a church. You know, the Chapel of Divorce. 24-hour drive-through community church. Dead Sinners Church. The Holy Hecklers. House of the Holy Hecklers. Okay, that's funny. The Chapel of Divorce. Sinners Church. Okay. Welcome, Sinner. Okay. Thank you for joining us, my wife. Job from the Bible is a loser. Dead in Sin Church. Okay. Let's see. Little Hope Church. All right. The Chapel of Terror. That's a good one. Goats on the Left Church. You're burning, you're burning, we're learning. Your burning is our learning. Oh, that's funny. You know, speaking of San Judas or San something, you know, one time I went to this guy's house. He's a hunter, and I went in his house. He's a huge house, and he goes, Nazareth, everything you see here, I shot myself. And there was like a full, you know, this taxidermy thing. You know, when I first came to this country, I didn't know. When I went to file my taxes, I went to taxidermist. I thought that's what they do. But a taxidermist does, you know, those animals, they make them look real. They keep them looking, they do something to them. They formaldehyde them, whatever. So anyway, so he had a full elk on the, you know, an elk head on the wall. He had this full deers. He had full, beavers and everything. And then at the end, he had the statue of the Virgin Mary. And I went, you shot the Virgin Mary? That was anyway. Okay, so let's see. What's the worst name for a church? That's it. The fire pit. Okay, the fire pit and Huero, the Church of Gossips. Okay, Joey, pick your commandments Bible. Good job, Joey. Okay, the Chapel of Babel. The Chapel of Babel. Good one, Chris. There's a Sleeping Saints Community Church. Okay, Baby Shark of Praise and Worship. Okay, Potluck Bible Church. Okay, Marathon Sermon Sanctuary. Okay, pets are welcome. Okay, Judas or us? Good job. That's funny. Okay, let's see. What do we got? United. What is it? United Mess. Okay, Lucky says. Okay. Uh, where's your faith anyway, church? Lucky Saints. Oh dear. Okay. Get in front of me, Satan Church. Okay. United Sinners of your community. Okay. Moses from the Locust. Okay. A holy house of hypocrites. You're on joy tonight, huh? Prosperity and success only church. Let's see. What? All right, McLean. Lazy couch potato church. Okay. The 10 suggestions house of guidelines. Open your wallet church. Good job, baby. Okay, cursed meeting plates. What? The it's too late church. That would be funny. CrossFit road. Lazy boy football church. That's funny. All right, very hard. That's you guys are funny. Let's see. Should we ask a different question, John? Or are we still on a roll, guys? Come on, Jimmy Gosson, give us something. What is the worst name for a church? All right. What are the Left Behind Chapel and the Left Behind Believers? That's funny. Pastor Jeff Hamilton. Thank you for joining us. Pastor Jeff. Yeah, is that you from Laguna? I think Laguna Hills. Yes. If it's you, let us know. City and state. And if that's you, yes, you're probably in Laguna Hills, right? Left Behind Chapel. We're asking, what's the worst name for a church? Saints are gone. Church, Chapel of God's wrath and judgment. Okay. Water to Wine Baptist Church. No Commandment Church. We're not saints. Okay. Politics Church. Yep, that's you, Pastor Jeff. Thank you for joining us. We get every night at 8:30 for an hour. We laugh together, but you guys have to come up with the funny. You work out your funny bone here. I don't have to be funny. You guys come up with the funny stuff, and you guys have been the no shortage of funny material here. What happened in church stays in church. Okay, Weiner Gospel. What's the worst name for a church you can come up with? So we do laugh for 50 minutes. We read somebody's testimony. So if you have a testimony, send it to us, message it to me, and we'll read it. And then at the end, we'll encourage you with a few minutes of encouragement. And that's our Mark McKay. Thank you for joining us. Christopher Zeddy, no sense of humor sanctuary under the Ark Church. Okay. Okay. Let's see. What would be? We will not rapture church. That's what else would be? The Drowning Baptism Tabernacle. Okay. Don't come as you are, church. Fire and flood. Your Jesus here. The Jesus didn't rise from the dead, church. No. You laugh. Church of God. Jay and I met at a Christian coffee house called the Fire Escape. Okay. That's funny. All right. House of Eternal Quarantine. Okay. Tickle the Ear Tabernacle. Okay. You write it, you preach it, church. Let's see. Our interns, pastor is not a believer church yet. Okay, that's you guys are funny. Come up, Barnabas Baptist Church. Yeah, Barabbas Baptist. Give us Barabbas Church. Uh, his blood will be upon us, church. Okay, Jezebel Chapel. Good one, Laurie. New Bible Church. Okay. Saint Delilah. Okay. Corona Church of God. Hey, there's a real one. Hey, I live in Corona. There's a church called the Corona. Okay. Bomb Shelter in Case Church. Good. This is funny, guys. Okay, let's see what. Where was it? I wanted to share some. You know, I was just thinking about people, and if people people care. Do people really care? And I said, when you are born, it's all about care. You know, your whole life is about care. You're born and you receive natal care, then child care. Then your parents send you to a daycare. In high school, you only care about your skin care. You get a job and you want health care. You get old and you qualify for Medicare, then some elder care, and you end up needing home care. And then after that, you take care and go. It's all about care. But what is the worst name for a church? Church of the Quarantine, Synagogue, Synagogue, okay, Omega's Church, Church of Eternal Tears and Suffering, okay, the Church of Sodom and Gomorrah of Latter-day Non-Saints. Oh, that's funny. Okay, Church, okay, Omega, Church of the, okay, let's see, there is a long name there, Michael. Okay, Unrepentant Mission, good job. Okay, Go to Hell Church. You're Not Free Church. Okay. You go to Hell Church. That would be funny. Church of Hummers and Tree Huggers. Okay. Obamacare Church. That's your mom. That's funny, baby. Bob Miller, Walking Backward Church. Goliath Cathedral. That's funny. You guys are funny. That is funny. Okay. Oh, what would be a bad name for a church? Worst name. You missed it. Church. Last Sunday Tabernacle. The Church of the AAA. Watch Your Back Church. Good job. This is funny. Okay. Okay, Locust and Sackcloth. Good. Those are churches, yeah. I'm glad we didn't have names like that. You really. How about Allahu Akbar Church? Is that bad? Yeah, sorry. Okay. Body of Backslidden Believers. The Sanctuary at Sodom. Fifth Day Advent. Good job, guys. That's funny. That is funny. The Gathering of Gomorrah. Okay. Out of God's Watch. Good job, Becky. That is funny. That is funny. You guys are funny. Oh. It's funny, once we hit church or Bible, they are on. First Baptist Church of Boring, Oregon. Fred, thanks for joining. Okay. Tightwad Tabernacle. Sinner's Shrine. Okay, the question is, worst name for churches. Cannabis Church. Cannabis Church is in Minton. Oh, that's funny. Danielle, thanks for joining us again. Linda, feel good church. Earn your way to the truth. Nori, have God will travel. 20% tithing. 20% tithing tabernacle. At least you know what you're getting into. Backsliders Anonymous. House of the Dissension. House of the Dissension. Offer Up Church. This is funny. Oh, Last Chance. Oh, that's funny, you guys. You guys are funny. The Tabernacle of Lost Souls. Okay, time to sanitize. 15 minutes. And what we do in the 15 minutes, every 15 minutes, we sanitize and we share. Sanitize and share. That's what we do. Alrighty. Let's see. I said it. Okay, House of the Rising Sun. Tithers are us. Okay. It's funny. I said Allah Akbar. I should. In Saudi Arabia, there's no churches. So, in Saudi Arabia, if you steal Jeff Hamilton, circumcision chapel. Oh, that's funny. I would not ever go to that. Ouch, that's funny. Mary Zomad, thank you for joining us. Our neighbor. The Cuckoo's Nest. The question is, what's the worst name for a church? Alrighty. The Cuckoo's Nest. Okay. That's funny. That is funny. You Oh man. So anyway, in Saudi Arabia, they cut your hand if you steal. And if you do it again, the only thing you can steal after that is Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm serious. They do that still. Let's see. All right. Alrighty, let's see. Michael Ramirez, we are a cult. That's straightforward. We're a cult church. Dead Inside United. No toilet paper church. Okay. That's funny. Alrighty. That's the only. Did you see how I hide so nonchalantly and just clean? You think on the water church, stricken, smitten, and afflicted church, lepers liar. This is funny. The work your way to heaven church, no fellowship church. Good one, Teresa. That's funny. No fellowship church. All right. Let's see. Some people. All right. Well, it's. You know what? I was thinking. Some people love money more than God. You know what I mean? I was just thinking about that. Some people, because they curse God, but they never curse money. You don't hear people cursing money. Like, what would you say? Dime you. You're nothing but a cashier check. You nickelhead. You greenback. Fund you, you roll of pennies. You can kiss my cash. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up like now. But you don't see him. So, the granola church comes with fruits and flakes and nuts. Corona infected church. Good job, baby. Okay, Lake of Fire Baptist. The 5-hour Sunday service. That will stop me. Isolation Chapel. Okay, that's funny. That is funny. Okay, okay. That's funny. All right. Flakes and fruits and nuts church. What would be the... Oh. The cemetery church. All right, right now it's 9:20. I would love for you, if you have any prayer request, any prayer request, uh, if it's something you can share, please share it with us. If it's something you cannot share, message it to me and we'll pray for you. Stone beaten, imprisoned for Christ's fellowship. The lukewarm, try us and you'll be disgusted. Chapel of the Golden Calf. Oh, that's funny. Solitaire church. Wait, I'm gonna read them. This is funny. Okay, the 6 feet of separation church, gluten-free fellowship, can't enter the gates church, selfish sanctuary. That's funny. Marathon church service, tongues on fire chapel, solitaire church. That's funny. Chapel of the Golden Calf, the lukewarm, try us and you'll be disgusted. Stone beaten, imprisoned for Christ fellowship. Okay, church of no air conditioning. A 2-drink minimum church. Okay, that's funny. That is funny. Yes, guys, let us know your prayers. If you have any prayer, we're a family here. We've been together for 31 days. And there's people who've been with us for 31 days, and some who just joined and still coming every night. And we pray for you. You can't get there from here, church. No, you can get. Okay, no attendance, church. I got a bad headache. Okay, guys, pray for Amy. She's having a headache right now. And let's see. Bandali Badur just joined us. Hello, brother. Church of no return. Okay, we're asking, the question is, what is the worst name for a church? And you guys, if you just joined us, go back and read the funny lines they did. Oh, it's amazing. That's funny. So anyway, if you have a prayer request, please send it to us. Right now, I want to read you. This is what we say. Send us your testimony, and we'll read it for the rest of the people. No donut and coffee, church. Okay, I'm going to read you a testimony by one of our friends who's always here with us and very funny with us. And he is a young man, him and his wife. And I'm going to read it right here. Where is it? Okay. Here it is. Okay, it's from our friend Jonathan Darty. Jonathan, okay, he said, I came to Christ when I was 7 years old and baptized shortly after. I grew up in a Christian household. When I was 16 in 2009, God called me to be a pastor. I did not really live in that calling at the time, and that is where my addiction to pornography and checking the box kind of Christianity started. God woke me up when I was 19 in 2011. I got a call to be a missionary while I was on a mission trip to Haiti, but still struggling to overcome porn in my own power. 2 years later, in 2013, God gave me a great mentor who led a young adult ministry. During this mentorship and going to the Bible college, God drew me close to Him. It was at the young adult ministry where I met my wonderful wife. During the second date, I told her, God has called me to be a missionary. If you're not okay with that, then we can be only friends. She said, okay, I want to do that too. We got married in 2015 and have been married for 4.5 years. For 2 years, I was a youth pastor at a small local church. When I started going to biblical counseling in February of 2019, that God really helped me to overcome my sin. We have a call of missions in our life, and we have applied to be long-term missionaries a week ago. We're very excited to begin this stage of life. We are on mission even now during this time of world crisis, serving our friends, family, and community. God bless you, Jonathan, and your wife. We are praying for you that God will show you which mission field to be in, and you can go into that mission field. That is amazing. Praise God for you, and thank you for being transparent about pornography, because a lot of men struggle with pornography, but they don't want to share it, they don't want to talk about it, and they think they can go overcome it itself. It's really horrible. It really can changed your, especially when you're young, it changed your perspective on on the other, the other sex, your partner, your wife, your fiance or a girlfriend you meet. You start thinking in a very perverted way, and it does not honor God. It does not please Him. So if you need help, get help, and find an accountability pastor or partner that can help you with that. But I'm not the expert. I'm sure there's a couple pastors here on this that know, and if someone struggles, just I know Pastor Jeff Hamilton's here, so click on him, message him privately, or other pastors that can pray for you. But right now, I want to share a story with you. I want to, and it's in my book, Hope in 24 Hours. But the thing is, what are you putting your hope and trust in? Many years ago, when we lived in Newport, me and my wife, we were renting a townhouse, and I was a full-time comedian, and a relative of mine came in, and a very wealthy relative of ours, and before he left at the airport, he took off his gold watch and handed it to me. He said, "Nazareth, I know you guys are struggling. This is a very expensive watch, and if you ever need to, you can sell it, and we'll take care of you." And I took the watch. I was so excited. I came home. I told Maha, we're still newlywed, still full-time comedy, and there was not much money in the comedy the first 10 years. We struggled. And I told her, she wasn't happy. She goes, "Why did you take it?" I go, "Honey, it's worth a lot of money, and if we need it just as a security, if we ever need it, we can sell it, and we'll pay for the rent." She goes, "No, I don't like that. I don't want it." So I kept it in the drawer, and I hid it because it was expensive. Well, first month came after that, we paid our rent. Second month, we paid our rent. Third month, there was no rent. And our rent was $1,468. I remember that till this day. So what happened is, it came that day, and there was nothing in the mail. Like, how sometimes churches send you a love offering or something. They said, "We'll send it after the show," or something. Nothing came in the mail. There was no checks. So I told Maha, I said, "You know what? This is 10 days. This is the last day for our rent. Already the rent was due on the 1st. This is the 10th. This is the deadline. We have to do something." She goes, what are we going to do?" "Well, let's pray." I said, "No, let's go sell the watch." She goes, "I don't like that, but what?" I said, "Yeah." So we went to a jeweler in Costa Mesa on 17th Street. I'm telling you details because it's true, and I can't forget those dates. So Maha stayed in the car. I went in, and the jeweler said, "Can I help you?" I said, "Yeah, I'd like to sell this watch." And he goes, "Wow." I go, "Yeah, it's very expensive. Be careful." He goes, Can I just open it from the back and look at it?" I go, "Yeah, but you got to do it in front of me because I don't want you to switch it." Stupid, yeah. Anyway, so the guy takes it off. He looks at it. He goes, "Do you mind if I have my partner look at it?" I go, "Yeah." So he calls the guy from the back. The guy looks at me, and he goes, "I'll give you 17 for it." And I'm thinking $17,000. I go, 17? He goes, $17. I said, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, this is made in China. This is a fake watch." I said, "What do you mean a fake watch? This is someone who's very reliable gave it to me." He goes, "Do you want to see it? It says made in China. It's a $17 watch. Do you want me to give you $17? I said, "No." He goes, "Well, let me close it." And he closed it, gave it back to me. I went to the car, and I told Maha, I said, she goes, "How much?" I go, $17. And she started laughing. I go, "What are you laughing at?" She goes, "See, why you put your trust in a watch? You should put your trust in Jesus." I said, "Well, I waited for Jesus and nothing happened. The mail is here, is gone. No, nothing is coming. What do you want us to do?" She goes, "Well, it's not over yet. The day is not over." This is true. Maha was saying the day is not over. So anyway, so we went home. It was 4 o'clock. I kid you not, there was a FedEx envelope in front of our door. And I opened the FedEx envelope. And it was a letter from, I think, Cobra It was when I used to work at this restaurant company. Of course, they laid me off, so I went full-time comedy. It was a year before, and somehow I did not transfer what they used to put in my 401k. I didn't know I had a 401k. Didn't know, and they didn't. So they sent me the check for $1,368.17. You tell me God doesn't know what you're going through. What are you putting your trust in? The market to open, the jobs to come back, the governor to decide what they're gonna open, what kind of job? No, you put your trust in Jesus. That's the only. If your trust is in anybody else or anything else, one day you're gonna be shocked, like I was shocked on 17th Street in Costa Mesa. And God comes through in His timing, in the perfect timing. I hope this encourages you. I'm sorry I went for too long. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. Love you. Just put an emoji on your comments that you're praying for people, or the love emoji to let people know you care for them and you love them. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.